What's good, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be reacting to a video from I'm apologize if I butchered his name. Dewey D. She said we're skipping class. Now, how did I come across this video? Well, see if I can remember, because I can't pull up my Instagram from up there. I was scrolling on IG Reels because it's better than TikTok. Alright. So I was scrolling and then I ran across this reel. And I ain't gonna lie, it got me hooked. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah.
One day I was in class. I get a message on
So,
Snap from
so you got the I exposed my girlfriend. Alright.
and it says we need to talk now. So I asked the teacher to use the bathroom, and as I'm walking, I'm mad nervous because I already knew what it was about. When I see her, the first thing she says to me is, "What did you tell them?" I told them that I put that down.
Oh shoot.
A few moments later.
Alright, we're back.
She says, "Don't ever speak to me again," and walked away. And I was hurt, bruh. I tried to text her on the spam account, but I was blocked on everything. And I didn't speak to her for a while, and I really thought it was over. Until about a week later, I get a message on Snap from her friend. And the message said, "So you want to tell everyone what you was doing with my friend? So I'm telling you, you're going to get jumped tomorrow." Then one day I was in class, and I get a message on Snap.
That last part right there got me hooked. It wanted me to watch this video. So I tried to find a video. Unfortunately, he didn't have no link to the video. Unlike me, on my TikToks at least, I have the full video link down below. Shorts, I ain't gonna lie, you're gonna have to find it. I ain't gonna lie. But without further ado, let me stop the apps. Let's get right into this video.
Skipping class is really a double-edged sword for real. Because on one hand, if it's executed properly, then it's an amazing experience. You're a young kid in high school.
Low key, I never skipped class until college. That's never skipped class before. I didn't see no benefit from it.
Or you never experienced the
The risk was too high to
world without adult supervision. Oh my God. But on the other hand, the anxiety is something serious. Your homies be sitting there peer pressuring you to lead a class. And whenever you're walking around the school, you see any type of teacher or administrator, the voices in your head be screaming. And I mean, at that point, you might as well just leave the school. Because getting in trouble with your teachers ain't nothing. But it's your parents that's the main problem.
Yep.
But you don't got to worry about that one if you know the method. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is because I got to be a good influence. But if you know, you know. But skipping class hits different when you do it with your boo. Because dating someone you can only see in school is hard in itself. You can't get no real alone time. Well, I mean, there is the stairwells, but weirdos be lurking around in there. But I did get the chance to skip class with my girl best friend. And we were the type that if you saw us, you would have thought we were dating. And if I'm being honest, my only goal was to get out of the friend zone. But sadly, it couldn't have gone any worse. So this story takes place during freshman year of high school, on the last month of school. So I go to my first class. When I get in there, it's empty as and when the teacher starts class, he says, "Because it's skip day, y'all can do what y'all want." Oh, skip day? Say less. So I text my girl,
senior ditch day,
best friend, and we'll call her Gia. "Yo, you at school? It's skip day." And she says, "Yeah, where you at?" So I leave class and we link up and go to one of her classes. And we sat there for a while until we realized there wasn't shit to do, bruh. So she looks at me and she like, "Why are we sitting in class on skip day?" Yeah, I don't even know for real. Well, come on, let's leave. I don't know. My mom might kill me if she find out I skipped class.
Yo, look at this.
Yeah, what's
This
up?
kid's trying to stay in class on skip day. Fucking loser. Oh, that kid's a dork.
So we decide we're just gonna skip school for the rest of the day. And Gia calls up one of her friends to come with us. And now it's me, Gia, her friend, and her friend's boyfriend. A perfect two-man.
yes sir.
isolation. And next, we had to figure out a way to get out of the building. Because even though it was skip day, the school still had security on all of the doors. So during lunch, we walk around the building to see if we can locate an area to escape from. And the only door that didn't have a security guard was the cafeteria side door. And the only way to get to it was walking straight up to it or walking through the gym. And the only problem with that was there was a security guard halfway down the hall. So the only option was to go through the gym. So walk to the gym, pull on the doors, and they're locked, bruh. And then I remembered, you can get into the gym through the locker rooms, and they're always unlocked. So I'm like, y'all, we're gonna have to go through the boys' locker room. Y'all want us to go through the boys' locker room? Is that even safe? Yeah. See, look. Oh my God, it's a girl.
Yeah.
Freshman.
Yeah.
Oh my God, who is that? Shh. It's safe. So me and dude walk through first, and then the girls follow us. And as we're walking through, somebody yells,
Hey, what y'all doing?
and while cooking up the plan, I had totally forgot that the gym teacher's office is right in the locker room. And bro hopped up and started yelling, chasing after us. So we run through the locker room, we get to the gym, and old dude locks the door to the locker room. So I hurry up, start peeking out the door, and the security guard got caught with his Johnson out and had his back turned. We turn around, and the teacher in the locker room is unlocking the door to the gym. I look at the group, they looking at me, and we run out the door, bro, and ran straight into the woods. And we ran until we got to this part. So we collect ourselves, and Gia is like, so what do we do now? I don't even know for real. Let's grab some food. So we start walking to the stores down at the shopping center, and the entire time we're walking, Gia is flirting with me. And this was my perfect chance to make it out of the friend zone. So I start flirting back. And next thing you know, we were at the shopping center, and we all decide to go to Giant. And while we're walking around, we stop at this one aisle, and she like, let me get a kiss. And I kissed her. And after that moment, finally made it out the friend zone, bro.
Yes,
and after that, we all decided to grab some food. Me and Gia went to this one sub spot, and her friend and her boyfriend went to this one pizza spot.
Ooh,
so we walk in and order our food and sit down. And while we're in there chilling, one of the main administrators walk into the store, bro. And
that's gotta be an example of what can go wrong. It will go wrong. That's gotta be an example of a worst case scenario. Ain't no way. The one time, that specific time, ain't no way. Ain't no way. You gotta like hide your face to this some more, bruh.
I was cool with her. So if she sees me, the whole operation is cooked. So I text Gia, go to the bathroom and wait. And I'ma text you when to come out. So she gets up, goes to the bathroom, and that was my turn. So I get up and start walking. And I feel some eyes burning on the side of my neck meat. And as I'm about to get in the door, she calls out my name. But we keep moving. And after 10 minutes of waiting in the bathroom, I peeked my head out the door and she was gone. So we grab our food, eat, and get the fuck out of there. Everybody meets back up, and we walk back to school to hop on the bus. And when we get on the bus, she like, so what are you doing after school? Probably gonna open up the hub, you know, the usual.
Ain't no sure you're trying to hear that.
Well, you wanna hang out? Yeah, of course. So we got off the bus. At first we were walking around the neighborhood, and things were getting to that point. So I'm like, hey, I got a free crib. Let's just go up to my house. She says, bet. So we go up to my crib, and one thing leads to another. And it was getting active in that room. And finally, we made it out the friend zone. But that didn't last, because apparently some people saw us walking into my building. So when I hopped on the bus the next day, everybody like,
yo, you messed with Gia?
Yeah, what happened? There's a rumor going on.
Hold on, what happened?
And because my
what's the bus driver trying to do?
Yeah, what happened? There's a rumor going on.
Hold on, what happened?
And because my ego and pride got in the way, I told everybody everything. And for the most part, everyone was cool. And I'm thinking, okay, they finna hold it down. But after telling them what happened, I knew that this wasn't going to end well. So a few days went by and everything was good between us. And I'm starting to think, okay, they really held it down. Until one day I was in class and I get a message on Snap from Gia. And it says, we need to talk now. So I asked the teacher to use the bathroom, and as I'm walking, I'm mad nervous because I already knew what it was about. When I
like I said, we saw this. I showed you all the real.
Here, the first thing she says to me is, "What did you tell them?" I told them that I put that shit down, bruh. I told them you was folded up like a pretzel, bruh. I told them I threw you in the air and left you day. And she says, don't ever speak to me again, and walked away. And I was hurt, bruh. I tried to text her on the spam account, but I was blocked on everything. And I didn't speak to her for a while, and I really thought it was over until about a week later, I get a message on Snap from her friend. And the message said, so you want to tell everyone what you was doing with my friend? So I'm telling you, you're gonna get jumped tomorrow.
Damn.
I bet. I ain't worried about that, bro. You know?
Shit, I want to be worried either. Until it's a 20v1, then I ain't gonna lie. Then you're gonna get your ass whooped. I ain't gonna lie. 1v5, bam, got that. Although, I don't condone putting hands on women unless your wife is in danger. But other than that, do not put your hands on women.
Not finna do nothing, bro. But I was really bricks, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Cause
it's the numbers. And plus, it's you versus against multiple women. You would turn into the bad guy if you fight back.
her friends were known throughout the school to do some crazy things to the people they had a problem with. So I spent the rest of the
if it's guys. Shit, at least you could swing. You're going to lose, but at least you could swing.
night creating a group chat of 14 other homies just in case she decides to hop me. So the next day
smart
at school, we all gathered before first period and waited at the location and waited some more until nobody showed up. So we all just went to
they capping. Oh, they capping. Oh, they scared. They scared.
And even though she tried to get me hopped, I still couldn't get this girl out of my head. So the very next time I saw her, I walked up to her and I begged her to forgive me. And she said it was fine. And next thing you know, she was my girlfriend. But point number one, don't skip class, bro. Because even though I had a great time, a few days later, my mom found out. And I did not have enough time to do the method. And I got punished. On top of detention. Point number two, don't kiss and tell, bro. Nobody wants their business out there. So if you are dealing with someone, keep it between y'all, man. Done see some great things and because people were in their business.
Just say, nah, it's nothing crazy. We just talking. You just gotta do that. Anyways, that's the end of that video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It's a little something that I ran across and decided I want to watch. Tough video, but anyways, nothing else for me to say. I will see y'all later.